Coming up on Wildcat News, we take a look at a new way of living on campus.
We'll tell you how a popular New Year's trend has affected local businesses.
And we take a look at a thriving club on campus that you may not know about. Wildcat News starts now. Hello, I'm Molly Dimrow.
And I'm Julia Keener. Welcome to your Wildcat News.
A new way of living was implemented this school year into University of Kentucky dorms. With enrollment increasing at UK, housing decided to convert 2-bedroom dorms to a tri-room. A tri-room consists of 2 people in one room in a bunk bed, sharing a closet and a sink. UK student Grace Hildebrand lives in the bunk-style room and shares her opinion.
It was definitely a big adjustment because it is a small space to share with someone, but since we were friends, we made it work and figured out what worked best for us in that space.
UK Housing has said that they have received a lot of feedback from this change, most coming from the person in the room alone due to feeling excluded. Housing is still deciding whether this will be a new normal for UK dorms. The Kentucky Road hosted their second annual career combine for UK athletes last night.
The combine showcased over 40 different employer partners and 14 graduate programs. Athletes started lining up as soon as the doors opened. In addition to employer tables, there was a station for professional headshots. Whether seeking mentorship, job opportunities, or simply gaining knowledge, over 100 student athletes left educated and confident. Assistant Athletic Director Amanda Brown explains why events like this are so important for student athletes to attend.
This event is really important for our student athletes because it's such a crucial time in their collegiate journey, and you have folks that are so excited to pour into them and provide them professional opportunities. In addition to that, the folks that are in this room understand what it is to be a student athlete, and that's why they want to hire our students, because of the values and the skill sets that they bring to their organization.
The UK Student Athlete Development Team continues to push student athletes toward success and reminds them that life after sports is just as important as where they are now.
It turns out you can play foosball professionally and have a shot at $20,000. This weekend, professional foosballers gathered from all around the world to compete. The International Foosball Promotions held their tournament kickoff at the Clarion Hotel here in Lexington. The International Foosball Promotions held their tournament kickoff in Lexington this weekend. Foosballers competed in multiple elimination-style games to earn a part of a $20,000 purse.
I would say Kentucky is the home base of foosball.
The International and International Foosball Promotions is for real. Foosballers come from all over the world to compete.
Now over here in this one, we have had about 10 or more countries.
Peru makes up one of those countries, thanks to competitor Kenneth Dale. Once you hear his nicknames, you'll understand why he made the trip.
Peruvian Punisher is the most common one. Right now, they've said Peruvian Assassin, Peruvian Nightmare. Well, I'll take all of them, you know.
Kenneth is a professional player on the foosball tour. He's able to rely on the goodwill of other players in order to have a place to stay for every tournament. He said his favorite part about foosball is that you can be friends with someone you otherwise would never talk to. The International Foosball Promotions says that their next tournament in Lexington will be on Labor Day weekend. Anyone is welcome to participate, no matter their age or skill level. Now back to you all.
Lexington's homeless community is asking for support as legislators are currently deciding on passing a bill that would criminalize unauthorized camping in public spaces. They are asking as many people as possible to take an online survey regarding the public opinion of the homeless community. They will bring the results of that survey to a meeting of legislators on Wednesday.
Dry January was a popular trend this new year. Reporter Sophia Shoemaker with more on how Lexington bars were impacted.
With the start of a new year comes resolutions. In 2024, Dry January, which is staying sober for the month, was a popular trend. I spoke with local bar owners and employees to discover how their businesses adapted.
Christopher Evans, I'm the owner and manager of Bourbon on Rye in Lexington on Main Street. I have seen dry January kind of slow down a little bit. It's really hard to tell though, because January, we're coming off of Christmas, we're coming off of New Year's, everything leading up. December is just nuts.
According to NPR, the popularity of dry January is due largely in part to a bigger zero-proof movement. Some businesses in Lexington are combating the downturn in alcohol sales with the availability of mocktails.
My name's Aubrey Leitner, and I'm a bartender and server at Italics. We always do mocktails, really. I think what we've done to try to combat that is have like cocktail specials, like make things a little more fun and interesting, maybe make people want to order them more. We always have mocktails available though, yeah.
We make a lot of stuff in-house. We make some pretty cool stuff just as it is. We do a bottle fermented homemade ginger beer that we make from scratch. Perfect mocktail kind of thing, perfect non-alcoholic sipper.
Although dry January has come to an end, zero-proof options will remain available in many Lexington businesses and bars. Sophia Shoemaker, Wildcat News.
Bars and restaurants in downtown Lexington, such as Harvey's Bar, Bell's Cocktail House, and Carson's, have updated their mocktail menu for more zero-proof options.
Flu season is still affecting Kentuckians. The Lexington Fayette County Health Department announced yesterday that there have been more flu-related deaths in the area this year. There have been 6 flu-related deaths dating back to October. The most recent was a person in their 40s and another in their 80s. The number of flu cases has increased to 2,030 just this year. 84% of those cases had not received a flu shot.
Madison County Middle School took to Facebook to address the potential threats that have been circulating on social media. This comes after a student made a post alluding to potential gun violence. The school's Facebook post says they want students and families to know they are working with law enforcement to ensure the safety of their students and staff. Richmond Police Department also shared on social media they will be working alongside the school to provide extra security and support. Kennedy Whitby joins us now. She has sports next. Kennedy, what are you going to be talking about?
Well, Molly, some former Wildcats are furthering their legacy in their professional careers, while current ones are still just reaching the beginning. We'll have more after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
For most of us, there are no guarantees, no golden tickets, no easy roads. But at the University of Kentucky, there is a promise to support and inspire you, to reach for what's possible, to lead and create, to heal and discover, as we help solve the world's toughest challenges, transforming lives and improving communities. At the University of Kentucky, we promise to make the possible real.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Whitby. Welcome to Wildcat Sports. A former Wildcat is continuing to leave his mark in the NBA this season. Former Wildcat Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be starting the NBA All-Star game announced last Friday. Alexander is currently averaging 31 points per game with the Oklahoma Thunder this season. During his time at Kentucky, Alexander was one of 3 Wildcats to record 61 or more steals, according to NBA.com. Alexander also averaged 14 points and 5 assists per game while in blue and white. The All-Star game will be held on February 18th in Indianapolis. Last week, we asked fans around campus on their reactions to the Kentucky stunt team hosting the Division I championships. This week, the stunt team took their first steps towards that accomplishment as they compete in their first matches of the season.
I'm Kennedy Whitby, standing in the Joe Graham Center in Memorial Coliseum, the former home to the Kentucky stunt team. Due to renovations being handled here, the Kentucky stunt team has to find temporary homes across the city to host their meets. And that was the case this Saturday as they faced off against Ashland and Alma University in a doubleheader at the Clive Beck Center at Transylvania University, just down the road. We spoke to fans about how they felt about this upcoming season. Here's what they had to say.
After watching the performances, I think they're going to have a very successful season. I think even better than last year. I can see that this program is doing nothing but getting better and better every year.
Starting this week's doubleheader, the Wildcat started the season against Ashland University, dominating in every quarter of the match, winning 20-10. The second match of the day was against the Division III highly ranked Alma Scots. During the match, freshman McKenna Carter suffered an injury, resulting in the Wildcats having to forfeit a few rounds, leading to the Scots leading the game 17-10. Despite the 1-1 record, head coach Blair Bergman still has high hopes for the season.
Based off of today's performances, we had a lot of good energy, we had a lot of good learning, a lot of people's first time taking the mat. So now I think that we have that experience and we know exactly what to expect. We can really hone down and clean some of our areas that are giving us a little bit of trouble. But overall, we're in a good spot. I mean, we competed pretty much every routine except for two. That's a much better spot than we've been in the past. Now it's just cleaning, it's executing, it's just replicating what we can do to the best of our ability.
The stunt team will be facing off against Oklahoma Baptist in Dallas, Texas, as they head to their first road game of the season. Back to you in the studio.
Along with Oklahoma Baptist, the stunt team will be facing off against the University of Texas and Oklahoma State. That's your Wildcat Sports. We'll be right back.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. In a world full of hate, be a light. Oh, when you do somebody wrong, make it right. Make it right. Don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light.
Is it time yet?
It's time.
Oh, it's really
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Circus arts are thriving at UK thanks to a club called Circus Cats. The group prides itself in having a fun, judgment-free space to enjoy this out-of-the-box hobby. Wildcat News reporter Vendela Norris takes us inside the club that is having fun in a unique way.
Through Silks and Acrobatics, UK's club Circus Cats are able to cultivate an inclusive learning environment for anybody interested in circus arts.
We do circus every Friday from 4:30 to 6 p.m. That's for this semester. And we do all of the circus aerial arts. Everything that you can imagine from silks to lyra to trapeze. We also have things like juggling and unicycle stilts.
The club's mission is to create a judgment-free environment that allows students to share their experiences within circus arts.
We just skill share here at the Circus Cats, which is where, so I learned something one week and I will teach it to somebody else next week. Students teach other students and not just, one person comes in and teaches each week. It's much more of a community feeling, mostly because since we skill share, one small thing can be taught to somebody else without needing years of experience.
Due to skill sharing, students are able to get a unique experience within a hobby they might not be able to find anywhere else.
It's
very, very welcoming, and that nobody will judge you here and nobody will be upset with you if it turns out that, like, I tried this one thing but it's not for me, I'm going to try something else instead. We do have our end of the semester showcase coming up. It's April 26th. It'll be in the evening, probably about 7 p.m. and it is only $1 to get in. We would love to have you. It'll be here in Barker Hall in room 104.
The Circus Cats will hold their showcase in April so they can show everybody what they've been working on all year. For Wildcat News, I'm Vinda Norris.
It's only Tuesday and the weekend is still a good ways away. So if you need something to brighten up your day, you should treat yourself to some frozen yogurt. That's because Tuesday is National Frozen Yogurt Day, observed every year on February 6th. This icy treat started out as a fad, but has become a freezer section staple over the years. This is the perfect treat to enjoy with a pre-spring day like we have today. After all, the groundhog did see his shadow last week, so spring is on its way. I love frozen yogurt personally. I'm a big Minchie's fan.
I used to love Minchie's, but a lot of them went out of business.
I know, it's a family favorite for my family when we go on vacation.
Yeah, we'll have to go sometime.
For sure. That is all of your Wildcat News for today. Join us again next Tuesday for more.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.